Alright, good morning, good evening, and happy weekend. Welcome back to the African Crypto Warlord Volatility Analysis show. It's been about a month, and we're currently pretty much shy of where we left off, 2 grand up, but we will have a looky-see. So just with regards to this weekend, what we can see is this is a daily mean over here that's being fought over, and there's a previous daily mean down here that would have been fought over. Please forgive chart analysis for being a little bit slow, but for this current pullback, any closes below 30,555. I'll look for continuation down into, let's say, 29, and then as we start to zoom out, we'll see if there's any targets in this region. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start us off with the 7-day Laplace distribution. Okay, so this is how a Laplace distribution is set up when you want to maximize variance within a random distribution. And what I mean by that is get a better understanding of the outliers within the possible probabilities of randomness. Okay, so this is a coin that is, as I said, factored in for max variance, alright, to pick up on maximum variance and the outliers. So all we can really see is BTC came up, sort of didn't really get to the 39.89 region over here, so just shy of 31.234 you could say, failed shy of about $400, went for continuation down, rode the bottom side of our, you could say, our Laplace distribution level over here, and then has decided it can't fail through this, so is looking for continuation here. So here's the quick little play. If BTC carries on closing above 30,333, then you can look for continuation up, and if Bitcoin closes below 30,333, then you can look for continuation back into the $25,100 region. So keep that simple. Now, if it closes above 30,333, you can look for it to reclaim a very, very long-term bullish trend. All right, and that's at about $36,066. Okay, if it can hold above here, you look for continuation into 45, and then that's just a previous high. Now, the only way it gets there is if it does start closing above 30,333. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're just going to go looking at the direction of volatility, and we can just see general trend is wanting to say continuation to the upside, but we know we've got a target here that can play some problems with regards to a weekly print that I'll show on the 90-minute a bit later, which is below the line. Okay, so we can see that there it is having a pump, and it's about 60 to the upside and there, so it's just shy of about a 68% continuation to the upside and about a 65% continuation with positive drift. Hidden bull div, looking for a new trend, hasn't stopped hitting the ceiling. That's good if you're bullish. So you're looking for continuation. As we can see here, we have a target up at $35,000. Now, what can we see on the 14-day? We can see mean reversion coming through, but we've hit an outlier event. This means that it's going to get very, very hard for Bitcoin to carry on putting in a higher high. So you need to look for this to turn into expansion. So when's the next 14 days? It's going to give me, it's not going to give me, and I think this is all wrong. Yeah. So we'll just say on the next 14-day print, you can look for volatility to back this move. Currently, it's 50-50 now. That it's come up here and at its previous highs. Nothing's really happened except for an unwinding of volatility. Alright, back to a mean over here, which is sitting at the top. There's an RO sitting at the top, so you can look for continuation on the 14-day. This is the 7-day. Now that we've explained what the 7-day is, let's go pop it on these indicators over here. So what I will say is, this is pretty cool. Any closes above, this is perfect, man. I love these indicators from Alpha Trading Tools. Any closes above this region over here, where we're at, we'll just say $30,080. Any closes above there, you can look for possible continuation. If no close above there, then it has to start closing above 30,333 for continuation, which is just a little way down over here. Let's get a measure move whilst we add it. Boom. So it'll be about a 1%, just shy of a 1% move from this region. 0.8% move, 8.2% move from here to the downside. If it can hold up that region as it does pull through and the new 7-day prints, then you do look for continuation to the upside. As we say, if it starts to deny itself under this line, we look for continuation down. Currently, volatility is saying it's gravy. We're in a trend looking to break out on an outlier over here. So as you can see, the indicators, when they speak, they do all speak the same language, and that's about timing and clean signals. Okay, so we're looking for some expansion through here on the next 7-day print. 5-day. 5 days come up, has hit its an outlier event with some expansion, also looking for a push through for continuation, but we've already demarcated the region that it needs to break through, and it's currently this price pretty much. Contraction in volatility was positively correlated, is what's starting to set the initial downside on the 3-day here. Alright, so that will be printing a new one in 2 days and 4 hours. It's just printed as well, so we'll check it again on Monday morning. Contraction was positively correlated, is what's keeping it up, even though mean reversion has happened through. This is just saying returns are decaying to the downside, but this is telling you that the dildo isn't going to be a long one. Alright, so you know that it's going to range pretty much. So positive drift, starting to trim off the trend here, so we're going to expect some random movements, more than likely a little bit of a retracement back to the next print of this thing, orange band when it does, which is more than likely at about 30,333. Okay, so reprint to that region. Contraction was positively correlated, is now on the 12-hour what is keeping below $30,860 is because you have negative drift coming into the book. There is an opportunity for a little bit of a hidden bull div to play through here, maybe catch some last shorts or catch some last longs. We will see how strong that is, but any closes above, as we pretty much stated, 30,860, you can look for continuation to the upside, but until then I'm going to look for more targets to the downside, considering now we're moving into 6 hours. 6 hours mean reverting to the downside, looking for a new trend. Okay, the general idea being is if it starts to close it below, here's the mean perfectly here at 30,333, if it starts to close below there, you can expect volatility to expand in the direction to the downside, chasing it into the high 29,800 more than likely. Alright, there's a little bit of a gap down here in these regions. Okay, a little bit of data down here in these regions, which will play for interesting observation tomorrow. Now we have, again, on the 3-hour, we're looking for some expansion and volatility. Alright, we're getting trapped up in this region here. You start to look for a new range. For new ranges, I'll say from there to here. So if you start breaking out between these two blue lines that I've just demarcated at whatever prices, 30,758 and 30,391, you start to break outside there. That's where you're going to be looking for the new continuation in trend. Now, yes, it can get bullish, but what would have to happen, it would need to break outside of the reverse wave trend in order for this mean reversion to have the legs. Otherwise, the reverse wave trend is going to trim it down, as we saw in the 12-hour. Similar effect. But if it does pretty much close above 30,7580, you can more than likely look for continuation to the upside and inverse of the blue line to the downside. Contraction, positive correlation, just keeping it all slappy and sideways. 90-minute coming in with a hidden bull div. Yeah, no, that's not hidden. It's just a, hidden bull div, hidden bear div. Higher high, and this at a lower high, and then the div gets strong. Well, because of that, it's the div, and then the indicator has a lot more legs when it does play through. So that's 90-minute. Looking for a mean reversion phase, so I'd say break outside 30,545. Look for continuation on the 90-minute to the downside. 45 minutes also starting to trim up here. It does have a mean to catch it, $30,500. There's going to be a lot of fighting in this region, We've already demarcated, I think it was here on the blue. We want to make sure we've demarcated this region here on the 3 hour. That's where we're going to be looking for a higher term trend out of here. Alright, now that we're on the 45 minute, I'll quickly say this. This is the monthly mean. We do still have a couple days. Where is it? Here, 24th. So we still have 6 days. We just ripped through it currently, so that is here. And 3 blind mice. There's a untouched weekly mean that printed over here, and that's at $26,000.01. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of draw of liquidity down here, so we're just going to go to the 7-day coin and just match this up quickly. 7-day coin, there's 25 is over here, and there's your 2601. It's this region. Okay, so if it does get hectic, let's go look at the bottom side of this thing. It's actually, that's 26. The bottom side is 25,817, 25,817, 25,817 is in this region over here. Okay, and what's also here, 25,817, we have this nice liquidity pocket. Okay, longer term trend on the 7-day is obviously over here, as we've demarcated previously. Will it show? No, that one's the low one. Okay, so I hope this information was helpful. As we're pretty much getting back to the beginning of the analysis here, there is some volatility expanding, looking to push to the downside. You'd sort of really get the trigger if you start closing below 35.83. Furthermore, you would look for continuation down from 30,555. Anyway, this is the daily mean. There will be a lot of messing around here. And then what have we done for the day? We haven't really done much. So the next one's more than likely going to be printing where we currently are. And just a quick observation, if the next daily prints below this daily, then you can start to see that it gets bearish, because that's this previous daily, the new one printed above it, then this one's printing here, and if this one prints below, it does offer an opportunity. The new daily mean, it does offer opportunity for hidden bull div. But it also means that there is now upside targets that can become bearish in the future. So that's what we'll be looking out for on Sunday. Yeah, I hope this information was helpful. If it was, please do smash the like and subscribe button as we start to come back into the first -1 outlier of daily mean, with some positive drift coming into the book. Pulling back up to the 7-day, as that's where we'll lie off. We know that this is the band it needs to close above for the next 14 days in order to be considered bullish. Alright, the next 7 days is going to print, it's going to be at the outlier. And what that means is if it closes below, then it will confirm that this is an outlier within the data set. If the next 7-day opens above, then it will confirm for this continuation through. Simple, easy, lemon squeezy. Continuation to $36,000. Otherwise, if it closes below this line, we'll look for, in about 35 odd days, $25,000 that we demarcated earlier. Sheesh. The next analysis will be Ethereum and then Solana. Much power, very well. African Crypto Warlord out.